The moment Dave Chappelle stepped on stage that night, the audience thought he was going to joke about politics, celebrity drama, or the usual chaos of the world. Nobody expected him to suddenly shift his tone, pause mid-set, stare straight into the crowd, and say a sentence that made everyone freeze. You ever notice how Erika Kirk went silent right when Charlie needed her the most? The room didn't laugh. They didn't clap. They didn't even breathe. Because Dave wasn't joking, not even a little. He said it with that cold, observational tone he only uses when he's about to expose something real, something dark, something people have whispered about for months but never dared to say out loud. And then he added, "That kind of silence ain't normal. That's the silence of somebody who knows something." The crowd erupted, not with laughter, but with shock. Clips hit the internet instantly. TikTok blew up. Twitter exploded with, "What does Dave know? Why did he say that so seriously? Is this connected to the man behind Erika? Bro, he just said the quiet part out loud." Because Dave didn't just question her silence. He hinted that Erika's silence might be intentional, calculated, forced, or worse, dangerous to break. And Dave didn't stop there. He smirked, leaned into the mic, and said, "When somebody's scared to talk, there's a reason they're scared." That line alone sent chills down people's spines. Because why would Erika be scared? What did she see? What did Charlie tell her? Who told her to stay quiet? And why would Dave, someone with zero reason to involve himself, hint at something deeper? By the time he finished, everyone realized Dave wasn't cracking jokes. He was cracking open the truth. Long before Dave Chappelle walked onto that stage. Long before he leaned into the mic with that deadly serious tone. Long before the entire world froze trying to understand why he of all people would call out Erika Kirk's silence. Whispers already existed. Whispers nobody wanted to acknowledge. Whispers that started months before Charlie's final conversations, months before Erika's breakdowns, months before the fear behind her smiles began reaching the public eye. To understand why Dave's bombshell landed so hard, you have to rewind to the months leading up to Charlie's collapse. Not physical collapse, but emotional collapse. The slow, creeping deterioration of a man who carried too much, knew too much, and sensed danger long before anyone else took it seriously. Charlie was many things: bold, vocal, confrontational, driven. But he wasn't stupid. He noticed patterns. He saw subtle shifts. And the first person he noticed shifting was Erika. It didn't start with drama. It didn't start with accusations. It didn't start with anything loud or obvious. It started with small cracks. Erika changing her tone. Erika repeating phrases that didn't sound like her. Erika referencing guidance she supposedly received. Erika hinting that someone told her she had purpose. Erika behaving like she had access she didn't actually have. Erika telling people Charlie confided in her when he didn't. Erika using words, clarity, alignment, elevation, that Charlie immediately recognized from somewhere else. People close to Charlie noticed his discomfort, but they didn't understand it. They thought it was annoyance, irritation, stress. But in reality, Charlie was trying to figure out whether Erika was simply confused or being coached. Charlie once told a close colleague, "She talks like someone rewrote her reality." Nobody took him seriously. But the truth was this: Erika was transforming, unnaturally fast. Her confidence wasn't organic. Her boldness wasn't hers. Her conviction felt borrowed. Her emotional shifts felt rehearsed. Her public speeches felt scripted. And then came the biggest concern of all. Erika would contradict Charlie, then claim he told her differently in private. Except he hadn't. Charlie was rattled. He told one friend, "It's like she thinks she knows a version of me that doesn't exist." This was the earliest sign of Erika's silence. Not the silence of someone hiding information, but the silence of someone hiding who influenced her. But no one connected the dots. Then, slowly, Erika began isolating from people she used to confide in. She grew dismissive of old friends. She prioritized mysterious sessions, calls, and meetings nobody understood. She kept referring to a man, always vaguely, never naming him. Charlie heard her once say, "He says I'm finally reaching the next level." Charlie froze. "Next level?" he repeated. Erika quickly backtracked. "Oh, no, I didn't mean like that." But Charlie knew exactly what she meant. That was cult-coded vocabulary. That was indoctrination language. That was how people speak when someone is encouraging spiritual hierarchy. Charlie began asking questions. Quietly. He knew Erika's behavior matched something familiar. He once said, "I've seen this before. Someone is guiding her, and she's scared to disappoint them." But nobody listened to him. Nobody believed Erika could be controlled. Nobody believed she was fragile enough, insecure enough, eager enough to become a vessel for someone else's ideology. Until the hallway incident. Everyone knows the hallway incident. Everyone knows Tyler overheard Charlie saying, "You're listening to the wrong people. You need to stop before this gets worse." But what people missed was what Erika said before that. Tyler heard her whisper, "You don't understand what he expects from me." He, not Charlie, someone else. Charlie's face fell. He asked her, "Who is he?" Erika shut down completely. She shook her head. She looked at the floor with that fear micro-expression the body language experts saw months later. Charlie immediately realized she was afraid to answer. That moment haunted him. He told people afterward, whatever she's involved in, she can't get out. Not wouldn't, couldn't. Erika became increasingly unpredictable. One day emotional, one day confident, one day paranoid, one day hyper-spiritual, one day eerily calm. Someone called it emotional whiplash, but Charlie saw it for what it was. Conditioning. He said, "That's not her voice. That's someone else talking through her." As things escalated, Erika began inserting herself into conversations she had no business entering. She began telling people Charlie gave her roles he didn't give. She began using vocabulary that frightened him. She began isolating him emotionally, without even realizing it. And the most disturbing part? She started defending the mysterious man behind her. Whenever Charlie pushed back, Erika said, "He just wants to help. He sees potential in me." But Charlie felt sick, because the more Erika referenced this man, the more her entire personality began shifting toward him. Not Charlie. That's why he distanced himself. Not because he disliked her. Not because he was angry with her. Because he believed she had become a liability. Not because of who she was, but because of who she was carrying. A vessel can't help what they're carrying. A vessel can't control the ideology poured into them. A vessel doesn't even realize when they're being used. And Charlie, with all his intelligence, intuition, and spiritual grounding, recognized that Erika was carrying the influence of a man who didn't just want proximity. He wanted access. Access to Charlie's inner circle. Access to Charlie's alliances. Access to Charlie's projects. Access to Charlie's platform. Access to Charlie's vulnerability. And Erika was the doorway. Charlie wasn't terrified of Erika. He was terrified of the man using Erika as his bridge. And that brings everything full circle to Dave Chappelle. Why did Dave bring this up on stage? Why did he say it with that serious tone? Why did he hint that Erika's silence isn't normal? It's strategic. Because Dave had heard the same whispers. Hollywood hears everything. Comedians hear even more. Dave hears what people say when they're relaxed, unfiltered, not hiding behind PR walls. And in the months after Charlie's death, Dave started hearing the same chilling phrase over and over. Erika knows who the man is. And that's why she's silent. Dave didn't expose her for attention. He didn't expose her for clout. He exposed her because silence in the face of truth is suspicious. But silence in the face of fear is dangerous. And when Dave leaned into the mic and said, "That kind of silence ain't normal," he wasn't talking about grief. He wasn't talking about embarrassment. He wasn't talking about confusion. He was talking about control. He was talking about the fear Charlie saw. He was talking about the fear insiders saw. He was talking about the fear the body language experts saw. He was talking about the fear Jaguar described. He was talking about the fear Erika exposed in her late-night posts. The fear of a man who operated behind her. The man Charlie tried to warn her about. The man she still refuses to name. The conflict didn't erupt when Dave Chappelle asked why Erika was silent. It erupted when people realized the way he said it wasn't casual, wasn't playful, wasn't comedic timing. It was a warning. A deliberate, calculated warning from someone who normally avoids political drama like a disease. Dave doesn't step into mess unless something about it feels off. Dangerously off. And when he said, "That's the kind of silence that keeps a man up at night," the whole room knew he wasn't talking about Charlie anymore. He was talking about him, the man behind Erika, the man Charlie questioned, the man Erika feared, the man nobody can name publicly. And for the first time ever, a celebrity with Dave's influence cracked the door open. But that was only the beginning. Because the moment Dave's clip went viral, Erika's silence stopped being weird or dramatic. It became evidence. People began digging, not into Erika's public behavior, but into her moments of silence. Moments everyone ignored. And that's when the major conflict exploded. People found an old panel discussion where Charlie mentioned a spiritual infiltration problem. At the time, everyone laughed like it was a joke. Charlie didn't laugh. He looked dead serious. And the clip resurfaced with comments like, "This was about Erika. Bro, he was literally warning us years ago. He sensed something before anybody else did. He's talking about the man behind her." Then someone found a moment during a podcast where Erika was asked about her spiritual mentors. She froze. Not confused, terrified. She looked down and said, "I'm not supposed to talk about that on camera. Not, I don't want to. Not, I don't feel like it. Not, I'm not comfortable. I'm not supposed to." That phrase resurfaced and suddenly matched something else. Her private message from months later, the night everything exploded, where she wrote, "I'm not allowed to say anything." Two identical phrases, months apart, different contexts, same fear. And that's when people understood. Erika wasn't being quiet by choice. Her silence wasn't emotional. Her silence wasn't grief. Her silence was instructional. Someone told her to stay quiet. And Dave just confirmed it's not normal silence. It's weaponized silence. Then came the backstage leak. A message from someone who worked Dave's show that night. No name, no identity, just a screenshot of what they allegedly overheard Dave saying to another comedian. It ain't her fault. They got her locked in something. Locked in something. The comment section exploded. What does Dave know? Who is they? This is getting too real. Why is he talking like she's trapped? But the conflict didn't peak until insiders began whispering again. One anonymous account, the one that always shows up around Erika drama, posted, "Charlie tried to pull away. She wasn't allowed to." The internet broke. Not allowed to. That matched everything. Her vocabulary, her behavior, her breakdown, her silence, her panic, her refusal to name him, her coded spiritual language, her defensive reactions. People started stitching together clips that no one took seriously at the time. Erika freezing whenever someone asked about personal mentors. Erika stuttering whenever Charlie confronted her. Erika smiling nervously when pressed on, Where she gets her clarity from. Erika's strange habit of looking off camera before answering tough questions. Everything looked different now. Darker, scarier, like she was being monitored. And that's when the first major twist hit. An audio clip leaked. Not from Dave, not from insiders, not from Charlie's team. From someone who used to attend the same spiritual guidance circles Erika was part of. The woman said, "People think Erika was following Charlie. That's not what happened. She was following someone else, and that person wanted access to Charlie." This was the twist nobody expected. Erika wasn't chasing Charlie. She was carrying someone else to him, a vessel, a messenger, a bridge. The woman added, "He gave her phrases to say. He gave her perspectives to push. He gave her tactics for influencing conversations." People screamed, "Tactics?" She was rehearsing conversations? She was literally prepping scripts? So she was coached to approach Charlie? The woman continued. When Charlie resisted the influence, that's when she panicked. He wasn't rejecting her. He was rejecting him. And then she said the line that collapsed the internet. He told her Charlie was chosen and needed to be brought in. Brought in. Not mentored, not guided, not helped. Brought in. People online started losing their minds. OMG, this was an operation? He was recruiting Charlie through Erika? So Erika wasn't the influencer. She was the delivery system. This is why Charlie felt cornered. And suddenly Dave's words made perfect sense. That kind of silence ain't normal. Because it wasn't silence at all. It was aftermath. The woman who leaked the audio said one more horrifying thing. When Charlie pushed back, Erika told him he was blocking his clarity. That's exactly what we were taught to say to outsiders. Outsiders. Charlie wasn't rejecting Erika. He was rejecting someone trying to convert him. Then she added, she wasn't acting out of emotion. She was acting out of indoctrination. This wasn't friendship. This wasn't conflict. This wasn't betrayal. This was programming. And that's when the first major twist became undeniable. Charlie was the target, not Erika. She was the doorway. He was the objective. Dave didn't expose Erika. Dave exposed the truth behind her silence. The silence of someone who knows the identity of the man who tried to reach Charlie through her, and fears what will happen if she says his name. The escalation began exactly 90 minutes after Dave Chappelle's clip hit the internet. At first, people reacted the way they always do, laughing, stitching, duetting, making memes. But then something strange happened. The laughter died. The memes slowed. The tone shifted. Suddenly, people weren't reacting to the joke. They were reacting to the way Dave looked when he said it. Because everyone noticed it at the same time. Dave wasn't smiling. Dave wasn't smirking. Dave wasn't leaning into the punchline. He looked unsettled. And when Dave Chappelle looks unsettled, the entire world pays attention. People zoomed into his eyes, slowed down the clip frame by frame, analyzed his facial expressions like it was a crime documentary. One TikTok went viral with, "He's not hinting, he's warning us." Another, "Dave knows something. He's too connected to be saying this casually." A third, "He's nervous. I've never seen him nervous like that." Within hours, the internet realized something terrifying. Dave wasn't questioning Erika's silence. He was afraid of what that silence meant. But the real escalation came when a podcast host, someone extremely close to Dave's inner circle, uploaded a cryptic Instagram story. Black screen, white letters. It said, "He didn't say everything he wanted to say." The internet exploded. What else did Dave want to say? Who is stopping him? Does this mean Dave is holding back on purpose? OMG, what does he know? But the story vanished in 7 minutes, and then the host deleted his entire story archive. People panicked. Something was going on behind the scenes. Something powerful enough to make comedians, podcasters, and insiders go silent. But the escalation only grew darker. Because that same night, someone leaked a piece of unedited footage from Dave's show, recorded by a backstage camera and smuggled online. In the clip, Dave walks off stage after mentioning Erika. He isn't laughing. He isn't breathing normally. He wipes his face, shakes his head, and mutters, "This is going to blow up. I shouldn't have even said her name." Not his name. Her name. Meaning Erika's silence isn't just suspicious. It's radioactive. Viewers lost their minds. Dave is scared. He didn't want this out. This is insane. He knows what Erika is hiding. But then the camera caught something even more disturbing. A man backstage approached Dave and whispered, "They're not gonna like that, Dave." Dave responded, "Yeah, well, they should have said something sooner." Who is they? No one knows. No one will say. People began posting theories. Is it the group behind Erika? Is it her handler? Is it some organization Charlie warned about? What the hell is happening? The escalation reached a full meltdown when another anonymous account, the same one that always resurfaces whenever Erika drama heats up, tweeted one sentence. He warned Charlie the same way he's warning Dave now. The same way. The internet went feral. Who did he warn? What does this mean? Who is going after Dave? OMG, is this the same person from Erika's past? But the account wasn't finished. 5 minutes later, she wasn't sent to protect Charlie. She was sent to study him. Study. That word sent shockwaves. Because suddenly, Erika's strange behavior with Charlie, the emotional swings, the mysterious confidence, the rehearsed lines, the coded vocabulary, stopped looking random and started looking clinical, like a psychological assignment. And that's when the first real clue dropped. An insider, someone who claimed to be close to the spiritual guidance circles Erika attended, posted a voice memo anonymously. In a shaking voice, they said, "There's a man, tall, quiet, always observing. He chooses one person at a time to develop. And they always start speaking like Erika did." Everyone froze. The comments blew up. Tall, quiet, observing. That's him. This is the handler. Oh, my God. The insider continued. He doesn't talk much. He just watches you. He gives language, not opinions. He gives clarity phrases. He gives elevation vocabulary. He gives missions. Missions. Erika allegedly told Charlie, "You don't understand the mission yet." People suddenly realized that wasn't her voice. That wasn't her belief. That wasn't her idea. That was his programming. From the voice memo, he chooses people who are vulnerable, spiritual, and eager to serve. And once he chooses you, you don't just follow him. You depend on him. That's when the escalation finally detonated. Because shortly after the voice memo leaked, an old video of Erika resurfaced. Not a viral clip, not a public interview, a forgotten live stream from years ago. In it, Erika mentions, "There's someone who's helped me so much over the years. Someone who sees spiritual truths other people miss. People didn't notice it back then. But now? After Jaguar's claims? After Dave's bombshell? After the leaks? This clip felt like a confession." The comments read, "She was talking about him. She was conditioned years ago. This did not start with Charlie. She was under influence long before she met him." The escalation reached its horrifying peak when a political staffer tweeted something that sent shockwaves through the entire community. I remember Charlie saying once, "If she ever tells the truth about the man behind her, everything will burn." Everything will burn. That meant, this man isn't random. This man isn't harmless. This man isn't fringe. This man is connected, protected, respected in the wrong circles, influential in ways people don't understand. Then the staffer deleted the tweet, but the internet had already seen it. And then, the first real shocking reveal dropped. Someone leaked an email Erika allegedly sent to a close friend years ago, long before Charlie, before the drama, before the breakdowns. It said, "He believes I'm meant for something bigger. He says I'm destined for leadership. He says Charlie will recognize it soon." Before she even met Charlie, before she entered his orbit, before the public tension, she was already being prepped for him. The comment section detonated. She was groomed to approach Charlie. This was planned. She was sent years in advance. This is an orchestrated OP. And then the darkest reveal of all, a follow-up email leaked the same night. "I'm nervous. He says if Charlie rejects the mission, it will limit his spiritual evolution. I don't want to be the one who holds him back. Limit his spiritual evolution." That is the same phrase used by indoctrinated cult recruits to pressure new targets into compliance. Which means Erika wasn't lying. She wasn't acting. She wasn't manipulating by accident. She was delivering messages given by him. And Dave simply pointed out the one thing everyone else was afraid to say. Erika's silence isn't grief. Erika's silence isn't confusion. Erika's silence isn't guilt. Erika's silence is compliance. Where is she? Why hasn't she spoken? Why hasn't she responded to Jaguar? Why did she vanish after Charlie's death? Why did she shut down when his name came up? Because the man behind her, the man who trained her, the man who prepped her, the man who sent her toward Charlie, is still out there, still watching, still waiting, still listening. The moment Dave Chappelle's backstage clip leaked, the internet didn't react with memes or jokes or harmless commentary. It reacted like the world had just been told a missing piece of a murder investigation. People weren't laughing anymore. They weren't speculating. They weren't gossiping. They were panicking. And the panic spread so fast that within hours, the entire narrative around Erika Kirk flipped upside down. She wasn't seen as the confused widow. She wasn't seen as the misunderstood personality. She wasn't seen as the emotional outlier. She was seen as the link, the doorway, the bridge, the one person who knew the identity of the man Charlie once feared. And Dave was now hinting at. The first wave of public reaction erupted on Twitter. People were relentless. Dave Chappelle does not say stuff like this without a reason. He knows Hollywood secrets. He hears everything. If Dave is nervous, we should all be nervous. I said this months ago. Erika is silent because she knows something. Did Charlie tell Dave something? What is she hiding and who is she protecting? A trending hashtag appeared within minutes. Why is Erika silent? Millions of posts. Millions of theories. Millions of people digging, analyzing, stitching, and cross-examining every word Erika ever said. And the deeper people dug, the worse it got. Because suddenly the public realized Erika never talked about the man behind her. Not once, not publicly, not privately, not even in her emotional breakdown moments. Every time she hinted at him, she froze. Every time she was asked about guidance, she looked off camera. Every time someone questioned her spirituality, she became defensive. And now people understood why. The second wave hit TikTok, harder, faster, and darker. Creators began uploading side-by-side videos of Erika's behavior before and after she began referencing this mysterious mentor. Content exploded with captions like, "Her personality changed." "This is cult language." "She wasn't evolving, she was conditioned." "Why did nobody see this sooner?" A former cult member stitched Dave's clip and said, "This is exactly the kind of silence you see when someone fears repercussions." Her comment section blew up with, "What repercussions? Who is threatening her? Is she still in contact with him? Did Dave just put a target on himself?" Nobody had answers, only fear. And then came the third wave, the political commentators. People who usually avoided celebrity drama couldn't resist diving into this one because it crossed into their territory. Dave mentioned Charlie. Erika was tied to Charlie. Charlie was a major political figure. And suddenly, everyone wanted to know, what exactly was Erika silent about the night Charlie confronted her? One commentator said, "If Erika knows the identity of this man, then she also knows why Charlie felt cornered." Another, "This silence is not grief. This silence is not trauma. This silence is compliance." Another, "If she talks, she brings down more than one person." Another, "You don't remain silent this long unless you're scared of someone more powerful than the internet." That line spread across TikTok like wildfire. More powerful than the internet. Who could that be? Who had Erika obeying him like a student? Who had Charlie worried enough to confront her? Who had Dave Chappelle shaking his head backstage saying, "I shouldn't have said her name"? That was the moment political insiders began panicking. Within hours, old photos of Erika at private events began circulating, and her team started sending copyright takedowns. People noticed, she's being protected. Someone doesn't want us seeing these. What's in these photos? But the internet already had them. In one picture, she stands beside a tall man, the same type described in the leaked voice memo. Tall, quiet, observational, detached, watching everything. The comments exploded. That's him. He's in the background of so many pictures. How did nobody notice this man before? He looks like her handler. Y'all, this is a scary pattern. Then someone found a video of Charlie giving a speech. In the corner, blurry but visible, the same man stood watching Erika as she stood near the stage. People zoomed in and asked, "Why is he only watching her? Why does she keep glancing toward him? Who is that man?" Within hours, political staffers started panicking. A conservative strategist tweeted, "This is spiraling into something bigger than any of us expected." Tweet deleted. Screenshot everywhere. Then a staffer posted anonymously, "I remember Charlie saying he didn't feel safe around someone Erika was bringing around." People freaked out. Bringing around. Not accidentally, not coincidentally, not socially. Erika was bringing him, but whom? The fourth wave hit YouTube. And this is where the explosion turned volcanic. Channels big and small dissected every clip of Erika next to that man. One video hit 3 million views in 2 hours with the title, "The Man Behind Erika. Why We Should Be Terrified." In the video, the creator slowed down footage of Erika standing next to him at a prayer event. He pointed out, she's mirroring his posture. Classic sign of psychological submission. She glances at him before answering questions. Sign of needing approval. He nods at her when she speaks. Sign of reinforcing obedience. His physical positioning is protective but controlling. Sign of dominance. The comments were brutal. He's her controller. This is textbook cult behavior. Charlie was right to be scared. This makes Dave's Bombshell crazy. And then the fifth wave hit, the most chaotic wave of all. A body language expert posted a breakdown of Erika's interview from before Charlie's death. The expert pointed out signs nobody understood at the time. When she says, "I'm getting clarity," her pupils dilate. Fear response. When she mentions, "He told me," she breaks eye contact. Avoidance. When someone asks, "Who is he?" she smiles unnaturally, masking. When the topic shifts to Charlie, she becomes visibly anxious. Conflict. Then the expert said, she is absolutely afraid of someone, and she's hiding their identity. That clip went viral in under 30 minutes. Then came the sixth wave, The political machine. Influencers and commentators began deleting old videos featuring Erika. Organizations quietly scrubbed her appearances. Podcasts removed episodes she guest starred in. Conference footage blurred her face or muted her comments. People noticed immediately. Their ERA sing her. This feels like a cleanup operation. Someone is shutting down her digital footprint. Why is everyone suddenly scared to mention her? The questions got darker. What did Charlie discover? Why did Erika go silent right after? Who told her to stay quiet? Is Dave in danger for mentioning it? Then a final bombshell erupted on Reddit, a post from someone claiming to be in Dave's professional circle. Dave wasn't supposed to say anything. He slipped, and the moment he walked off stage, people tried contacting him. Contacting him. Not fans, not media, not staff. People, plural, powerful people. The post ended with, "Erika isn't the one protecting herself. She's protecting him." And now Dave might have accidentally put himself in the same spotlight Charlie was in. That line destroyed the internet. Because suddenly, Erika's silence wasn't confusing. It was evidence. Evidence that a man with influence, power, control, and psychological reach had used her, had sent her, had studied Charlie, had watched Dave, and now hovered silently in the background of every resurfaced clip. The public wasn't asking, "What is Erika hiding?" They were asking, "Who is the man she fears? And what happens if Dave says his name next?" The final twist didn't come from Dave. It didn't come from Erika. It didn't even come from her insiders. It came from someone nobody expected to speak. Someone who had been silent for years. Someone who hadn't posted on any platform since Charlie died. Someone whose connection to the situation was so close that people screamed when the notification appeared. At 3:14 a.m., the most cursed hour of the night, a dormant burner account suddenly came alive and posted 5 words. He reached out to Dave. The internet froze. He, not Erika, not her team, not an organization, him, the man behind her, the man Charlie feared, the man Erika obeyed, the man Dave was warned about backstage, the man people keep catching in the corner of old photos, the man whose identity nobody dares to say out loud. The comments blew up instantly. What do you mean he reached out? Is Dave in danger? Is this why he looked nervous? Who the hell is behind this? The burner account posted again. He doesn't warn twice. The entire internet spiraled into panic. Because suddenly Dave's seriousness made sense. He wasn't just talking about Erika's silence. He was reacting to a pressure the public didn't know existed. Rumors began circulating that after Dave's set, his security team doubled. He canceled a last-minute after-party. He refused multiple interviews he was scheduled for. He left the venue through a private exit, something he rarely does. People whispered, "Dave isn't hiding from trolls. He's hiding from a man." But that wasn't the final twist. At 4:03 a.m., just 49 minutes after the burner account's first message, another leak dropped. This time from someone claiming to work in the same building as Dave's team. They posted, "I heard yelling in the hallway. Someone told Dave, 'Don't get involved. You don't know who you're talking about.'" That one sentence sent the entire narrative into freefall. Because now it wasn't just Erika under his influence. It wasn't just Charlie who felt cornered. It wasn't just political insiders who panicked when Dave said her name. Someone powerful, was now actively trying to shut Dave down. But the real nightmare began when users connected something horrifying. In an old podcast episode, Charlie once told a friend, "There are certain people you don't cross. Not because they'll ruin your career, but because they'll ruin your peace." Who was he talking about? At the time, everyone assumed he meant political rivals. But now, after everything that leaked, the handler descriptions, the coded language, the indoctrination, the constant monitoring, people realized Charlie wasn't referring to an enemy. He was referring to the same man Erika fears. The bridge, the observer, the teacher, the spiritual engineer who chooses missions, the man who conditioned Erika long before she even met Charlie. And then, the darkest twist of all, someone discovered a deleted clip from years ago where Erika slipped during a live stream and said, "He says conflict is necessary for elevation." Conflict, necessary, elevation. 3 words that now sound like a threat. Suddenly, viewers understood why she panicked every time someone asked about him. They understood why she hid her mentor's identity. They understood why she told Charlie he wasn't ready. They understood why she disappeared after his death. Because if this man believes conflict is a tool, then Charlie's confrontation wasn't drama, it was defiance. And defiance has consequences in groups like this. That's when the final leak dropped. The one that shook the world. A private voicemail from an unknown number, allegedly left on Dave's team's line, leaked across a forum. The audio was distorted, the voice low, slow, and chillingly calm. It said, "You're opening doors you don't understand. Stop asking questions about Erika. She's not your concern." Then the message ended with 3 seconds of silence, followed by a whisper. "Don't make his mistake." His mistake. Charlie's mistake. The internet went insane. People cried in comment sections. Reddit threads locked. Subreddits banned posts. Even major YouTubers suddenly said they were stepping back from the topic. Everyone felt it. The shift, the pressure, the invisible weight. This wasn't a scandal. This wasn't a conspiracy. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This was a threat, a real one. And the final cliffhanger came from the burner account, the same one that posted at 3:14 a.m. Its last message was, "She stayed silent to protect him. Dave isn't silent. What happens now depends on him. Not the public, not Erika, not Dave's fans, not political commentators. Him, the man behind Erika, the same man who watched Charlie, the same man who conditioned Erika, the same man who warned Dave, the same man who never reveals himself publicly." And the internet is now obsessed with one terrifying question. If Dave just became the new target, what will this man do next? Before you click off this video, I need you to really think about what we just uncovered. Because this story is no longer about Erika Kirk being silent. It's no longer about strange vocabulary, coded phrases, or mysterious guidance. It's no longer about Charlie feeling cornered or insiders leaking fragments of the truth. This is about a man who has moved in the shadows for years. A man who conditioned Erika long before Charlie ever knew her. A man who monitored her reactions. A man who inserted himself into Charlie's life through her, and who is suddenly circling around Dave Chappelle after one single sentence. If that doesn't terrify you, you're not paying attention. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think Erika's silence is guilt, fear, control, or protection of the man behind her? And why do you think Dave looked so shaken after saying her name? Was it regret, warning, or pressure from someone who didn't want him talking? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. This is the kind of situation where one comment from someone like you can spark the next revelation. And listen, this story is nowhere near over. We still haven't identified the tall, quiet man who shadowed Erika. We still haven't found out what Charlie meant when he said she's being used. We still haven't unpacked why insiders are panicking now, months after staying silent. And we still haven't uncovered what Dave knows, or what he was warned about backstage. Part 2 is coming. And trust me, the next chapter will be even darker, even deeper, and even more shocking than everything we exposed tonight. So, hit like, smash, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. Because when the next leak drops, when the next insider speaks, when the next bombshell lands, you're going to want to be the first to hear it. Stay alert. Stay aware and stay ready, because the truth about him is coming.